In the clawhammer banjo system, there are two separate yet equally important groups: the purists, who play it straight, and the rebels, who syncopate. These are their stories.
I am Kaya Kater, songwriter, folk singer, banjo player. Welcome to Claw in Order. Today we're going to be talking about clucking on the banjo, what that is, how to do it, and I use the song / tune Cluck Old Hen as an example of clucking. So first of all, okay. What is clucking on the banjo? Clucking is when you take your two fingers, your index finger, your middle finger, and you use it on the banjo, usually on the banjo neck, right at the bottom, to create a kind of clucking, like overtone sound. So it kind of sounds like this, like. You can hear that kind of scratchy, like. Right at the top before the note rings out. That's what a cluck is. And I had a really hard time when I was first learning banjo. Like, clucking was such a mystery to me. And so I would like to demystify it in this lesson. It can take a while to sort of figure it out, and I think you have to essentially determine like what angle works best for you to create that clucking sound. But it can be really nice to use as a texture, especially when you're playing like a hard driving tune as a banjo player. You can just kind of create that like scratchy, raunchy sound, I guess. Anyway, okay, so let's dive in how to explore making a cluck sound. So what I usually do is I take my two fingers and I put them on the neck of my banjo, and I have them at an angle, so I might need to get a little close to you to explain this, but you'll see I'll have my fingers kind of like almost perpendicular to the string. Like, I'm not facing down like this, right? So I'm not quite perpendicular, but I'm on a little bit of an angle. And my nails are kind of like angled this way. So if you can see, I'm not quite like this, and I'm not like totally parallel. I'm like halfway in between. And usually I'll take my first fingernail and put it on the second string of the banjo. I'm currently in like A modal, but you can do this just with an open G string. It doesn't really matter what the string is tuned to. So I have my index finger on that second string, and I have my middle finger on that first string. So they're like evenly separated. I feel like I have them, my nails are like kind of like this, right, on both strings. And what I'll do, like when I started learning, what I would do is I would mute the strings a little bit and just see if I could get that sound. And that'll help a little bit, like, because I think what I was doing when I had open strings was I was just hitting the string and it wasn't doing anything. Like, I was just hearing the string ring out. But you'll know what a cluck is because you'll hear it kind of, it's almost like it catches, right? So that's what it sounds like with open strings. You have to hit with quite a bit of force. Like, always remember our Gumby arms. Do not get tight claw hands. I don't want to be responsible for your carpal tunnel here. But I think you have to get that cluck sound, you have to hit the string with a little bit of velocity. And you have to hit it kind of at a certain angle to catch the string. So yeah, I mean, I was first taught how to cluck by a great banjo player named Leonard Podolak, and I remember just having him say words at me about how to do the cluck, and it just sounded like Yoda Zen koans, like I couldn't really understand. But if you just, I think it's really about the angle of your hand here, and to me that's the magic, yeah, the magic kind of like key into clucking. And I think you're gonna have to practice it for a while, right? But when you start to get it, you'll hear the sound. You'll hear that kind of like overtone catch before the string starts to ring out. And then once you start getting it, you could kind of incorporate it into more of your playing, especially like I was saying, like some hard driving tunes, right? Like you can use it kind of on those off beats to be like a little bit more hard driving, and you know, like have those back beats have some kick to them. So if I didn't do any cluck, this is what Cluck Old Hen would sound like. Like that's perfectly pretty, right? Like it'll do the trick. But I think it's like what makes it a cluck really nice is you can just kind of dig into it, like if a fiddle player like digs into their bow a little bit, and it sounds a little like once they get into that, once they get into the tune. I think a clucking for the banjo is maybe analogous to that. So happy clucking, play Cluck Old Hen, cluck your heart out, and I will see you later. Maybe I should change this channel to Cluck in Order. Let me know. Bye. Oh yeah, I wasn't supposed to do that. Maybe I should change this series to Cluck in Order. Let me know. Bye.